Oh, Wu-Tang HD is the first. Karen McCloskey, you almost had it, but you fell at life. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? So, I actually recorded 30 minutes of video that I was going to splice together and make today's recap of, and the file corrupted, and I'm not going back and making another 30 minutes of video, so I might as well do this live. But the Earth is a donut. That's true. Somehow. Look who it is. It's me. That's moving fast, man. Joseph, you were introduced to me by a friend. Great so far. Werebear says, here's $1, Mr. Donut. David Torres says, penis. Jeffrey Colton, my sentiments exactly. Fuck it, I'll do it live. Open Snape chats. Riley, anyone remember when you could read the chat? I'm having trouble doing it. Herman von Francis says ass. Silverwolf, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Attila says boneless penis. We're going to look at some really cool stories today and some really funny stories. Actually, our final story is going to be hilarious, but it has nothing to do with police. There are firefighters in it, but they're first responders. So, you know, we're still going to go over the story because it's hilarious. We're not... Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you guys this. Ethan says, fist me, Donut Daddy. All right, so here's the deal with the nurse video. I've received hundreds of messages saying, Donut, do the nurse video. I have decided I'm not doing a nurse video. Officer 401 has done one. Mike the cop has done one on the nurse. There's no need for me to do one. The officer obviously fucked up. Go watch their videos if you want to learn about the nurse. But we're going to start this off with Nightbot. Nightbot, what are you doing? Nightbot's already banning people. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some really cool stuff today. I got about 7-8 stories. Got a sheriff that pissed off Twitter. We got a homeless guy that attacked a dude with a battle axe after the guy wanted to buy the homeless man food. He said, no, fuck you. I'm going to hit you with an axe in the head instead. Crazy stuff. First, we're going to start off with some of my mail. I have a P.O. box, by the way, and I'm just going to go through some of this mail real quick, show you guys what I've been getting. Specifically patches. I've been getting a lot of patches because I want patches. And I'm going to build a patch wall. Let's see. We're going to run through this quick, and then we're going to get into some of these crazy stories. This one is from Pitchford, from New Zealand. This is pretty cool. New Zealand police patch. Rad. Alright, we're going to do this quick. From Mr. Maxwell, we have an Ontario Correctional Services patch. Thank you very much. From David, we have a Victoria Police patch. That's pretty cool. If you guys live in any of these places, let me know. Oh man, what do we got? We got from Mr. Elric. We got some change from Canada. And we also have, he sent me a patch in here. There it is. All right, sent me an Ottawa police patch. Really cool. Anyone live in Ottawa? We have a, goddamn dogs. We have a, let's see, Kilder, is there a name on this one? Oh yeah, this is from Krusty. My birthday was on Monday. I turned 30 years old, in case you didn't know. A birthday card with a little police squirt on it and a speeding ticket inside of it. Slow down. Alphabet Play says, add me on Snapchat. Okay. I rarely touch Snapchat. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Let's see. I have a postcard from Japan from Rob. Thanks, Rob. This is all my mail I've gotten since Monday. And then Foster sent me a New York, State of New York Hazardous Material Specialist patch. Really cool stuff. Oh, the reason I have this video up on this video up on the screen right here. I burned your patch. I did. The reason I have this video up here is because I was given some patches by a person in this video, actually. They sent me a North Pole, Alaska police patch, and Alaska has some really cool patches. Check that out. They also sent me a Fairbanks University police patch. It's got a freaking polar bear on it. That is one of the coolest patches I've ever seen. A City of Fairbanks police patch right there, and an Alaska State Troopers patch. The person in this video who sent me these patches right here is actually camped up on this patrol car right here. That is Sergeant Gregory Foster. And I don't know if you guys remember this shooting or not, but you have bad guy right here with a gun who took an elderly person hostage. The elderly person is on the right side, closest to Sergeant Foster, walking towards Sergeant Foster. And the bad guy's on the left side, of course, with a gun. So they're walking. I'm just going to play this because you guys may not remember it. Sergeant Foster is right there, the back of the patrol car. We're going to look at two different angles. I know the green screen's showing up on patches because there's green in the patches. Isn't that crazy how that works? Okay, so Sergeant Foster's right there. Bad guy's right there.
Stop! Don't do this, man!
You hear two shots.
Don't do it! Please put it down and talk. Please put it down!
Okay, so it doesn't show it. Here is Sergeant Gregory Foster's patrol car footage. We're going to fast forward just a little bit. All right, check it out. You can kind of see him. There's the bad guy right there in the white shirt. There's the old man he has hostage on the left in the black shirt. There he is with the gun. There is Sergeant Foster right now, right there. And Sergeant Foster sets up for a shot. Bam, 2 shots. You guys see that? Sergeant Foster fired 2 shots, went across the hostage, and hit the hostage taker in the head twice. Excellent shot. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the patches. When he sent me the patches, it says Lieutenant Gregory Foster on them. So he got a promotion since this video came out. Congratulations on your promotion, Lieutenant Foster. So, someone said there's a trending video with a police takedown. We might have to take a look at that. We're going to look at a few other videos first. How many people we got in? Guys, how many people are in here? Let's get on trending. Let's get this on trending again above Ty Lopez and his goddamn knowledge. I don't have any Salt Lake City patches. I do not. Voice crack. You hit 30, your voice starts cracking. All right, 420. Yeah. All right. Hey. 420 Blaze. Okay, there we go. We're going to move on to the next video. It comes out of Mexico. I don't know if you guys remember the video I showed the other day of... Whoa. Knowledge. The video I showed the other day of the Mexican cartel gunmen ambushing the police convoy. We're going to watch that again just because it's a rad video and it really gets me pumped up. Let's turn it down a little bit. For those of you who haven't seen this, this is Mexican State Police, cartel gunmen attack their convoy. Really, really badass firefight happens, and I don't know what happens at the end of it. I can't find any more information on it. Oh shit, you can't see it. That would help if you could see it. Boop, boop. There we go. Whoa. So they're driving, and this guy with the body camera captures the exact moment that the cartel guys open fire on them. So yeah, they light these guys up, the cartel guys.
Ahorren munición! Ahorren munición!
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much that. There is another video. The reason I showed you guys that is because there's another video out of Mexico where the police are ambushed. This time, the police aren't so successful in it. They didn't even have time to react before some Mexican, I'm guessing cartel people, pulled up with fully automatic weapons and opened fire on their car, killed 2 officers, ended up killing all the gas station attendants, just laid waste to this whole gas station. Let me get it up here. How did they find out it was the cartel? Because it's in Mexico and they have fully automatic weapons, so I'm only assuming. It definitely wasn't ISIS. Right here on the left side, you have the police truck, and then you'll see a truck pull in back in this area, and before they even come to a stop beside the police truck, they open up with fully automatic weapons. Looks like AKs. Yeah, they weighed laced. You don't like that? You guys see that? Pop, 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 pop. These 2 run for cover. These are the gas station attendants. You can see the automatic weapons fire right here as soon as they pull up. Officers in the truck didn't even have time to react. Now, there's some gunmen coming from the right side over here. More of the cartel gunmen. And you see one of them step up and just pop the poor little gas station guy right there. This guy right there. These dudes are brutal. Pop, pop, got him. There's this guy, pop, 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 shoots the other gas station attendant. These guys are waving them off. They're like, "Yep, we killed everyone at the gas station. Let's GTFO." So they get in their cars, they walk around for a minute, and then they drive off. On their way out of town, they ended up killing a poor little lady at a toll booth. Yeah. Someone said build the wall. But yeah, that happened. That video was released today. I would not want to be a police officer in old Mexico. I'm gonna get banned. I'm not gonna get banned. There's a difference between showing news for a purpose that doesn't solely focus on something gory or brutally violent, stuff like that. It's news. Come on. Why did they kill everyone on site? Because it's the cartels. They kill everyone. Oh, up next. What are we going to look at? Oh, Florida man. Florida man, Florida man, Florida man. Florida man has gone international. Let me get this. Oh, whoa. Florida man has gone international. 33-year-old, words are hard, but I'm going to do my best. 33-year-old Silky Gained, who is the wife, had been badly beaten and bruised over her entire body from a beating by her husband and his parents. This happened this weekend on Saturday. 33-year-old Devbir Kalsi, which is the guy. Mexico's been crooked for years, said Alphabet Plays. The husband said his wife was being disobedient, and so he called his parents in India, and they flew out to Florida and helped him beat the hell out of his wife. So Florida Squad. It's not just Florida Man, it's Florida Squad now. The report I'm reading here from TampaBay.com says deputies arrived at about 6:30 a.m. on Saturday at blah, 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 the home of the woman and her husband. The deputies confirmed people were inside. They knocked. No one came to the door. Eventually, the wife tried to open the door, screamed for the deputy to save her and her child, and a deputy had to kick the door open and arrest the parents and the husband. They were charged with false imprisonment, child abuse, denying access to 911, felony battery, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and then some domestic violence charges. So, yeah, that's crazy. Florida man's branching out. He's inviting his family to come do stupid shit with him now. Florida is nuts. Mexico is nuts. Florida is nuts. Crazy, crazy stuff. Did Mayo get them? Patches someplace special. Yeah, I'm putting all my patches on a wall when I can figure out where that wall will be. Roger says, Donut, want to be my friend? All I need is your credit card info and social security number. Yeah, man. Yeah, you want me to like shoot you a picture over? That would be easier. Next up, boop. I wrote this article. Man axed in the face by homeless man after offering to buy him food. it's not a lie. This guy, Kaisu Brown, he stole a bunch of shit from a little supermarket, 7-Eleven, I don't know what it is, in Santa Monica, on Santa Monica Boulevard, Saturday morning. A guy behind him said, "Hey, dude, I'll pay for that. I'll buy you some food even. I don't want you stealing stuff." And in return, when the man who offered to pay him the food walked outside, Kaisu took a goddamn war axe and slapped him over the top of the head with it. And then he didn't kill him. That's the only reason I'm playing the video, is because he didn't kill him. But he just kept hitting him in the face with this axe. Kind of a dick. It's a dick move when someone buys you food and you almost beat them to death with an axe. But let me get that video up. No, wrong one. We just watched that one. There we go. All right. As I said, if you're just jumping on, I was going to make a fully edited video, and I put 33 minutes of footage together, and then the file got corrupted, so I'm doing a live recap. Yeah, Glitchmon asks, did you see Sacramento is paying gangs to not be violent? Yeah, I was going to make a video on that probably. So here we go. We're going to watch Kaisu. Like I said, he shoplifted. The guy was like, "Hey, I'll pay for your shit since you shoplifted. I don't want you to get in trouble. I'll get you some food. You're homeless. I'm a nice guy." So here's Kisu Brown right there. He's pulling out his battle axe, you know, because he's going to battle and gets the nice good Samaritan. And he puts the axe down by his side. Next, you're gonna see the dude walk out. It's the white guy. This is about 4 a.m. too. This is 4 a.m. this previous Saturday. So he walks out. He turns his head a little bit. Bam! He takes one hit to the head with the axe. Another hit to the head with the axe. Another hit to the head with the axe. Another hit to the head with an axe. And, well, Brown's not done yet. Another hit to the head with an axe. Another hit to the head with an axe. And he runs off while dude's buddy just stood there and didn't fucking do anything. But he ended up, yeah, it was a two-sided axe if you look at it real closely. Yeah, the guy, his buddy just stood there like, "Oh, what do I do?" I mean, I know he didn't want to get axed, but his friend was getting beat to death. Fox said he just wanted to ask him a question. Jesus Christ. He is alive. Miraculously, he's still alive. He suffered a crushed skull and a laceration to his hand, which I'm guessing were just defensive wounds. But he's alive. He went to the hospital, and he lived. Oh, dick move, Kaisu Brown. Was it filmed out of a potato? Yes, they had a potato mounted on the 7-Eleven just to catch this crazy incident. What's the scar look like? I don't know. It happened on Saturday, so, you know. Oh, what's next? What's this one right here? Oh, this is one I was going to talk about a little bit. It's not too exciting. It's just kind of weird how it happened. Or it's weird the way that the newspaper put it. Ohio news photographer reportedly shot by a deputy while setting up to take a picture on a traffic stop. This guy named Andy Grimm, he works for a small, and these are all recent stories. He works for a small newspaper. He left his newsroom to take pictures of a lightning storm. He was taking pictures, and a traffic stop occurred near him. So he walked over to the traffic stop. He said he was in a well-lit area. He set up the tripod. He started setting up his camera, and he got shot in the side. The deputy ended up shooting him. He said, "I turned around towards the cars, and then pop, pop." So the newspaper speculated that the deputy may have mistaken the camera for a weapon, which sounds odd. I don't see how you mix those up. I don't know. The newspaper guy says he knows the cop. The cop's name is Jake. "I like Jake. I don't want him to lose his job over this." Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The case has been turned over to the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and that's it. That's like the end of the story. Oh, cool, Jacob. Thanks for the patch, bud. Yeah. Oh, we're trending? Sweet. Hey, Film, thanks, man. Big fan. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with this one. This just came out the other day, or actually yesterday. It came out yesterday, and it's just weird. I want to know how the police officer mistook a camera and a tripod of a guy that was stationary, not facing him, and got shot in the side. I don't know. There's no body cam footage. Tripod-mounted mini assault camera. All right. Weird. I can't wait for the body cam footage to come out on that. I hope the little town has body cam footage so we can see it. Oh, next up. Oh, this chick. Lord have mercy. Have you guys seen this video yet? It's a really freaking good video. Let's make it bigger. This is a pretty great video. I think it's going to be our main video today, and then we're going to get into the sheriff pissing off all of Twitter. It's pretty funny. Oh, man. Are there any Discord, or any, not Discord, or any of my mods on? There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy shit they probably shouldn't be saying on here. We're going to block you real quick. You guys just watched it? The shoulder looks broke. Nah, it ain't broke. That's a leaf. That's a leaf right there. She good. People are flexible. People are a lot more flexible than you think. So this is Tasha Sponsler of Pollock. And this is a video from the Lufkin, Texas Police Department. She shoplifted a bunch of shit from Ulta, which I think is the makeup store. And they came and they caught her and they put her in the back of the patrol car. And she slipped out of her cuffs and crawled through that tiny ass window that's on the cage between the between the cage where the prisoner sits and the front seat. She climbed through that tiny ass window. She looks like she's a tweaker or on meth or something. So she's pretty skinny. And she got in the driver's seat of the patrol car and took off. That's loud as fuck, boy. Alright, that's when they finally caught her. They played this part first. Alright, here she is. Got the... Alright. Looking around, making sure no one's looking. Handcuffs off. And she goes through the window. You thought she got arrested for meth? Yeah, they ended up charging her with meth because they were going through her bags. She was put in the car for shoplifting, but see, they're going through her bags right now while she's in the car, and she was eventually arrested for meth because they found meth in her bags. Hey, Peanut, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, about that.
And there goes his car.
God dang!
God dang. Ah, shit. And off she goes.
Help.
So this is her driving, and all the other police officers having to swerve out of the way. They are trying to spike strip her. He pulled it back too soon. Terrible spike strip throw. Oh, almost hitting all these police officers, man. All right, so right here, she didn't lose control of the vehicle by herself. A Texas state trooper ended up pitting her into the side of the road. You know, I'm just thinking, I wonder how much shit that trooper gave the Lufkin police for, pitting one of their patrol cars. So she gets pitted right here, going over 100 miles an hour at least. Spins a few times, comes to arrest facing the road, and then the other police officers pull up. I think that's the trooper right there that pitted her in the black car. And she still won't get out of the damn car.
Window punch! Window punch!
Window punch! Window punch! Window punch!
Yeah, the report said that she was reaching for the shotgun, that of course is locked in. She couldn't get it. It said she was reaching for it the whole time she was driving down the road. Yeah, lucky it didn't roll. She slid pretty good. So they ended up having to bust the window out of one of their own patrol cars and yank her ass out.
Cover, cover!
I got covered.
I like this part. All right. So that was a little crazy one there. How are you supposed to arrest someone like her? Do you put handcuffs on her handcuffs? Either handcuff her twice or make them tight as hell. All right. Thumbs up for that one. Let's get some thumbs up, guys. Let's get some thumbs up for the officers putting in tactical, what do they call them? Tactical windows. Tactical window limitation device installed in all marked units. Hashtag fool me once. Good job, guys. Good job. Or zip cuffs, or whatever you have on hand. Double handcuffs can't overrule meth magic. Oh, what are we going to talk about? Oh, the Polk County Sheriff. He's just this guy. We're going to talk about him here in a second. Polk County Sheriff is, and I got this story from Blue Lives Matter. I didn't know it even existed. Polk County Sheriff has pissed off Twitter. He's pissed off everyone on Twitter, it seems like. It started off with him saying, if you go to a shelter in Irma, and this is Grady Judd, I think his name is, and we've talked about him on the channel before. He seems like a pretty good leader to work for. If you go to a shelter for Hurricane Irma, let me make this a little bigger. I'm sorry, you guys, you can't see it. If you go to a shelter for Irma, be advised, sworn Leos will be at every shelter checking IDs. Sex offenders and predators will not be allowed. Well, that pissed off a lot of people. Hold on, let me find it. Did you just publish your intent to abuse human rights? Damn, we're going to move this over a little bit. Make this a little smaller, guys. People are under no obligation to ID themselves in public setting. And then that's just the first tweet, right? That's the first tweet. The next one is, if you go to a shelter for Irma and you have a warrant, we'll gladly escort you to the safe and secure shelter called the Polk County Jail. How awesome is that? So that one, I think that one got a few people pissed off as well. Watch out, we got a badass over here. You're a fucking loser. Be a decent human being, you fucking redneck. He didn't say he wouldn't give him shelter, but if they have a warrant, he's going to take him to the jail. The jail is shelter. So basically, this guy is encouraging anyone with a warrant, which are issued for such things as outstanding parking tickets, to risk death. People are going way out of context with this. He's not telling them to risk death. He's saying face the consequences that you should have already faced and go to jail. Everyone's triggered. David Roth, who, oh God, what do you do, David Roth? Who do you write for? You write for Vice Sports. Oh, okay, that explains it. He's got, see, anyone with a little blue check mark beside their name is usually a douche. Insanely badass to endanger your citizens you serve. Hope your tweet goes really viral and you get whatever benefit you were hoping for. So people are pissed. People are pissed about this. No one's risking death. And then the here's the one that got everyone riled up. He's just going on with this. If you have a warrant, turn yourself into the jail. It's a secure shelter. We're going to get to the perverts here in a minute, Doom Jesus. We're not even to that. We're still just talking about people with warrants. People who could have handled their warrants before there was a hurricane. I don't have a check mark. I got a check mark on YouTube. I don't have a check mark on Twitter. All right, so listen to this one. And I know for a fact this isn't true. This person said, tell that to the inmates that were trapped and left to starve in prison during Katrina. That is not true. I remember when Katrina was happening and watching live where they got all the prisoners out on the overpasses and gave them tents and shelter and fed them. So this person is lying. What's wrong with you? Okay, here's another person with a check mark. Who are you? Another person with a check mark. What is wrong with you? So if someone has a warrant for a ticket, it's jail or death. You should lock yourself up. No, he said you can go to the jail. Like that's a safe place. Yeah, it's jail or death. Oh, man. Way over there with that bullshit. So everyone's pissed off about it. Everyone's really mad. We're gonna get to the sexual predators one, right? I don't have a problem with this. To tell you the truth, everyone's a lawyer on the internet. Everyone's triggered. So here's the one that really, 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 really got everyone pissed off. We cannot and we will not have innocent children in a shelter with sexual offenders and predators, because earlier he tweeted out, if you go to a shelter for Irma, be advised, sworn Leos will be at every shelter checking IDs. Sexual offenders and predators will not be allowed. Nightbot, is Nightbot timing out people again? All right. So, if he's saying if you have a warrant, they'll take you to the jail. And if you're a sexual predator, they're going to turn you away from a shelter. What do you... Yeah, Herman von Francis, let the pedophiles shoot next to the kids. All right. So we're going to look at some of the replies to this. Adam Schrader seems to be the biggest supporter of pedophiles going into the shelters and sleeping next to all the families. Sex offenders don't necessarily have outstanding warrants, and if you're so concerned about the children, set up a shelter just for families with children and one for other people then, but denying sex offender shelter during a hurricane is inhumane. And I understand there's a lot of gray areas there. Like, there are people who are registered sex offenders because they might have been 18. They had sex with their girlfriend that was 17 or 16 or whatever the age of consent is in Florida. But for the most part, what do you guys think about that one? What do you guys think about the sheriff saying we're not letting sex offenders into the shelters? All right. And people, of course, all the blue check marks are coming out. Don't worry, asshole. You'll get to go on Fox News now and cry about how mean Twitter was to you. These people are out of touch with reality, I think. Ernie Kitchen says, fucking children is inhumane. But you are perfectly willing to force people to risk their lives because they have a warrant for parking tickets. No one ever said that. Way to protect and serve. Thank you, blue check mark. Who do you write for? Oh, senior social media editor at the Daily KOS. Okay. There we go. That explains a lot. All right, here's a good one. Fuck you. Do your job. You're not a judge or a jury, so shut the fuck up and serve and protect. You are a real fucking piece of shit. So Twitter is exploding, and they are they're going crazy over Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd saying that sex offenders are not welcome in the shelters, and also that people with warrants are not welcome, but they may check themselves into the Polk County Jail where it's going to be safe. Destructo Not says, Donut, notice me, please. I'll never notice you. Armored Toad says, tomato. Did I get to see the Police One article about Michael Bennett's brutal arrest? I'm going to make a video on that tomorrow. That's what my video tomorrow is probably going to be about. Michael Bennett acting like a fucking turd because his feelings got hurt by a police officer. So, liberals are pushing pedophilia now. It says Wimming. The final story that we're going to take a look at today, as I said, it has nothing to absolutely do with police officers whatsoever. It's firefighters in it, though. And firefighters are first responders, and it's a funny-ass story. Pedophilia is okay in hurricanes, Herman. Oh, man. All right. So, one of you guys showed me this on my morning stream. Oh, by the way, guys, I stream every morning at 9:30 a.m. 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. EST. Woman trapped in window and I thought this was a parody, and it's not. I thought it was satire. Woman trapped in window trying to retrieve poo after Tinder date. You guys seen this one yet? We're just gonna talk about it because it's fucking hilarious. Hey, thank you for the $5.
I thought you'd get a laugh out of this, but I couldn't find the YouTube video, so here's the imager, and also happy late birthday.
Thanks, buddy. Twitch Prime, J Joseph. Yeah. So, I know, what a title, right? A woman who threw her poo out of her date's toilet window because it would not flush had to be rescued after she got stuck trying to retrieve it. The amateur gymnast was on a first date with Bristol student Liam Smith when she panicked and threw the feces out of the window. It's on BBC.com. It's on BBC News, dude. It did not land in the garden, but became wedged between two non-opening windows. After climbing in headfirst after it, she became wedged. Thanks, Kyle Kish. Mr. Smith had to call the fire service for help. The story appeared on a crowdfunding page set up by the University of Bristol student. Mr. Smith, who was raising funds to fix his broken window, wrote that he was on a Tinder date with a woman, and they went back to the shared house he lives in. We'd had a really nice evening, he said. We'd had a meal at a well-known chicken restaurant. We had a few beers and then gone back to my house for a bottle of wine and a film. There's the firefighters rescuing her from the window. He said the woman went to the toilet, and when she came back, she had a panicked look in her eye and told him what she had done. He said the toilet window opened into a narrow gap separated by another double-glazed window. It was into this twilight zone that my date had thrown her poo, he said. He went to find a hammer to smash the window, but she decided to climb in head first after the offending package and became jammed. I was starting to grow concerned, so I called the fire brigade, and once they had composed themselves, they set to work removing her from the window. So there's the doo-doo in the window right there. It's a shitty date. Although the woman was rescued unharmed, Mr. Smith said his bathroom window had to be destroyed. So he started a GoFundMe. He set the crowdfunding some bullshit to $200, and he raised $1,200, and they gave the rest of it to charity. He got his window fixed, and yeah, so that happened. Thought it was pretty funny. It's gross, but I thought it was funny. And that's pretty much all that we're gonna look at today. I'm gonna talk about Mr. Bennett and him whining like a little bitch about what happened. Probably tomorrow in a video. I don't feel bad for a man who makes $7 million a year, and I don't feel like someone who makes $7 million a year is oppressed by anyone, by any means. Hose draggers had to get the doo-doo lady after she got stuck. She literally lost her shit. Guy Shepherd, very nice. PUBG streams later. Yep. When my son goes to bed at around 9:30, I will be jumping on twitch.tv/DonutOperator. I stream there full time now, every weekday during the day, and usually every weeknight, sometimes during the weekends. And I have a sub button, so if you want to subscribe to me, I have. If you want to subscribe to me and you have Amazon Prime, it's free to subscribe to me, and it helps me out. Only 295 likes. What the hell? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Guess what happened after my birthday? I got my first speeding ticket ever from the Anderson City Police Department. Sergeant B. First speeding ticket. Sure as enough did. $138. Never gotten a traffic citation before. But I got one now. What about the nurse? I already talked about the nurse. I'm not making a video on the nurse. The officer was in the wrong. Go watch Officer 401's video or Mike the Cop's video about the nurse if you want to know more about that. How fast was I going? I was going 55 to 35. And what's funny about that is that I was driving around with Nora, the girl I'm dating right now, and I said if I was an Anderson City police officer, I would sit at the crest of that hill right there and get anyone coming up this hill because it starts at 35 at the bottom of the hill. Sure enough, I was doing 55, wasn't paying attention. Hit the crest of the hill. He clocked me, pulled me over. So, just wasn't paying attention. I accepted my ticket. Now I got to pay it. First time I ever got a traffic citation. First time I've ever been in trouble with the law, ever. Where did I go wrong, right? I hit 30. I become a felon. Oh my God, Donut! This is not Need for Speed. Hey, thank you for the donation, whoever that was. Let me go back and look at that real quick. Kyle says, "Keep it up, you're great. Thank you very much, sir." What are you trying to show me, Blaze Gamer? Is this gonna get me banned? Oh, I've seen that before. That's pretty good. Free donuts. Oh shit! Robert got a bike at 108 miles an hour on Saturday. That's crazy, man. You fucking donut. Please don't Amazon gift. Yep, guys, please give me Amazon gift cards to feed my Chevy Z06 traffic tickets. I was driving. You know what I should have done? What I should have done is when I got pulled over, I should have came straight home and made a live stream telling you guys about how I almost died, how that police officer had his hand on his gun, and how he asked me a simple question, but it meant he wanted to murder me. Blasphemous HD. Hey, thank you for subscribing. So we are just at 40 minutes. We're going to keep this one at under an hour. Skirt. We're going to keep this one at under an hour. I'm going to get off. I need to go cook some dinner. I need to eat. Like I said, I didn't even plan on doing a live Leo recap tonight. It was supposed to be an edited Leo recap, but I somehow 33 minutes of footage I recorded got corrupted. How many people are in here before I get off? How many we got? Bro, you've come so far. I remember when you were at under 1,000 subs. Cool, Prometheus. I remember your name. I don't have any LAPD patches yet. I'm not ignoring you. 650. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Okay, guys, that's going to be the live Leo recap for tonight. We hit it at 40 minutes. I will be back on at around 9:30 at twitch.tv/DonutOperator. Hey, thank you for subscribing. We're going to be playing some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Probably going to be playing some Fallout 4 here soon. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Destiny 2. I've never played it before. So everybody, please have a fantastic night. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the super chats. Don't have a shitty date like this poor girl right here. Stay away from the Mexican cartels. Stay away from Florida, especially right now. Not only are there hurricanes, but there's crazy people who will get their parents to fly thousands of miles to beat your ass. What else we got? Don't give homeless people food anymore. They'll hit you with a hatchet. Don't get near a police officer with a tripod and a camera in Ohio. Make sure you're watching your prisoner or that you have your window locked on your cage. Don't actually, if you're the sheriff, do whatever the fuck you want to do because you're the sheriff. And yeah, there's lots of snowflakes on Twitter. There are your lessons for today, everyone. And then I got hey, I heard that the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were hiring veterans, so I was kind of looking at that today. Don't fap in public. Don't be Antifa. What else? Gregory, Lieutenant Gregory Foster is a badass who has very good marksmanship. Am I interested in military patches? I'm interested in any patch you can get your hands on. If it's a patch that says Donut likes donkey dick, I'll put it on my wall because I like patches. And that's very unique. And it's the thought that counts. I'm going to keep dropping knowledge. So everyone, please have a fantastic day. I'm going to get off here. I'll be back on twitch.tv/DonutOperator at around 9:30 p.m. EST. FPS story. Oh, you mean FPS Russia. Yes, that one's still going to come out. I'm still looking up more information on him. Everybody, please have a great night.